Hi, I'm Susan French, clinical hypnotherapist. Welcome to Everything Hypnosis, filled with hypnosis facts and recordings. Enjoy and subscribe. Central nervous system, specifically your survival-oriented fight, flight, freeze response.
You can let those eyelids.
No matter what issue you are working on,
close.
Gaining conscious control of your central nervous system sets a good foundation for work to come.
Softly.
Special breathing techniques, as demonstrated more completely in another video entitled Breathing for Calming Down,
Take a breath.
actually trigger biological changes which slow your breathing and your heartbeat, your respiration and your brain waves, and as a result,
Steady.
trigger your mind body to release certain calming neurotransmitters
That's right.
like endorphins, the everything is A-OK brain
and you
chemical,
can.
GABA, and other brain and body calming neuropeptides.
Can't you?
You might already know how to do this breathing through yoga, Lamaze breathing for
A person
birthing,
can.
singing, speaking, or breathing for
Just
relaxation.
decide
Even the military teaches breathing
to let go.
for things like sniper shooting and facing difficult situations. Basically, the easiest way to do this special calming breathing is to breathe slowly through your nose if you can,
As if
inflating your belly as if you had swallowed a beach ball
find yourself.
and you're blowing it up. Hold it for just a moment or two, and then breathe out slowly and steadily
So
until
comfortable.
all the breath has been expelled.
Dream.
Then let all of the muscles in your body go loose and soft
As
and
you
heavy
find
and
yourself
sleepy, light and floating, so very,
feeling
very
sleepy,
relaxed. And now, if you're ready,
looser,
you can stare at the spiral for as long as you like,
heavier.
until your eyelids just start to close by themselves. Or you can begin
And
by
that
closing
means
those eyes and letting yourself focus on listening to
are
my
drifting
soothing
down.
voice as it carries you off into that wonderful state
Deeper
of
and
being we
deeper
call
down.
hypnosis or hypnotic trance.
That's right.
There is nothing that you need to do to help this process or hinder this process. The more passively you can listen and let go, the better. There is no wrong way
It's a good
or
thing.
right way. Go at your own comfortable
To simply
pace. Can you begin to notice
let go
your
now.
breathing as you breathe
Isn't it?
in slowly,
Of course it
comfortably
is.
into your belly, and then
Take another
slowly and
nice,
steadily breathe out, 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 out
Deep
until
breath
all
in.
breath is expelled, and then visualize or imagine that every
when
muscle
you're
in
ready,
your body is letting go. Softer,
Just
looser,
let that breath
more and more
go.
relaxed. That's right. And each
Off
breathing
into the
cycle has two parts, doesn't it? There's an in breath
As
and
you
then
do.
an out breath. I wonder just when you'll
Go
begin to
deeper now.
notice that there is a tendency for each breathing cycle to take you just a
Soon.
little bit deeper into this more,
I wonder
more
just
relaxed state of mind and body.
You'll find
It's
yourself
easy to decide to let go of all thoughts
forgetting
other than this moment
to
in time.
remember.
And each word that I
Consciously.
speak, you can even echo them
The words that
in your
I'm saying.
imagination, and that will take you deeper.
But
There
your
are no
subconscious
thoughts that are
mind,
important, but the words that I'm speaking at
there's
this moment in
every
time.
word
No thoughts from before,
that it needs to hear.
no thoughts about later, just the here and now. Should you find your
To
mind
help you
wandering, that's perfectly
Release
perfect
that
and
old
okay.
habit.
Just easily bring your attention back to your cycles of breathing.
before you
Did you perhaps
even
notice
know it.
each and every time
You
return
just
your attention to your breath,
simply
there is a tendency for your
forgotten
mind and your body
to remember
to let go even more now,
exactly what those
and a
kinds
sense
of
of
feelings
drifting down
might be telling
into a
you.
dreamy, floaty, dreamlike state, like floating on a cloud,
Perhaps
or
take a
sinking
sip
into a wonderfully soft bed, as you find yourself drifting deeper with each breathing cycle.
or suck
You
on
might also
hard
begin
candy.
to notice that there is a tendency to let go and go deeper.
Or just take
It's
a
in every
few
time you hear my voice and my words,
slow,
saying the words, deep,
deep,
deeper,
calm
or deeper down.
breaths.
Those words will remind you to let go even more, to sink even more deeply and comfortably into this
Remembering.
wonderful state of nothingness.
Or just discovering.
No demands, no
And
worries,
it's a
no
good
things to
thing
do,
to discover
no thoughts of
that
anything
eventually
but my word.
you'll find you've drifted so
And the deeper
deeply
you
down.
go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go, as
You've
you leave
forgotten to
all
remember
the thoughts
exactly
of the day behind,
what it is we're doing.
as they simply fade out of your consciousness, easily forgotten to be
That's
remembered,
okay.
or easily remembered to be forgotten. Now,
Your
doesn't
subconscious
matter.
mind
Either way.
knows that its job
And finally,
is to erase
you may notice sooner
those old
or in a little
triggers.
while longer, that there is also a tendency for you to drift deeper down
Those old thoughts
in those little pauses and silences between my words.
about that old.
You may soon notice
old
that you hear a word here and forget a word there, or you hear a
It's
word
just
here
finding itself
and forget 3 words there.
melting out of your
Consciously.
mind.
It's not important for your conscious mind to remember. Your subconscious mind remembers
Being
every
easily
word it
forgotten.
needs to remember to help you to reach your goal of becoming a non-smoker
As your mind simply
quickly,
goes
painlessly, and easily.
to other
Doesn't that
things.
sound good? In fact, you may hear my words and be absolutely certain you remember every single word as they float past your ears. And then you
Should you
realize
have
that you
one of
really
those
forgot
feelings,
to remember, or remembered to
surprised.
forget. Like a word that's on the tip of your
if that
tongue.
feeling melts
The
away
harder you try to remember, the more forgotten it becomes, doesn't it?
like cotton candy,
Or like when you walk into a room
Like a
and
big,
for the life of
fluffy
you,
cloud.
you cannot remember what you went in there to get
drifts off
or to do. And the harder
into
you try to remember, the more forgotten it becomes by your conscious mind. Going off to sleep in the background of your
And
mind,
of course,
as your subconscious mind remembers every
you
word
can let it,
needs to remember to accomplish this wonderful goal
can't you?
of yours to quit smoking, to be a
It's
non-smoker.
easy enough to do.
You know, it can just happen, just like that. You can, for instance, simply find yourself forgetting to smoke,
Anyone
with your usual trigger times just fading away as your mind
Forget.
focuses on how wonderful
even
you
in
can
the middle
already
of
be
something
feeling,
important,
or on the many other things in your life,
what it was they were thinking
as you look forward to forgetting that annoying call,
or feeling
and to forgetting to remember what
or doing.
would even make you think of that nasty old
Just
habit
go.
anyway. You know, the one that takes your breath and shortens your life. The one that costs so
Just the
much it
thoughts.
stinks up everything it comes into contact with.
Go to other things.
Especially the lips of your children
other
or your
things.
lover when you go to kiss them or hug them.
The joy
But
of
now,
succeeding.
you can look forward to fresh breath and an
The
inner
confidence.
peace you haven't experienced in a long, long time. Accomplishing important goals
can't
can give
let
you such a
yourself
burst of
keep
confidence and joy and satisfaction.
Deep
This
into
goal
the
is already
blissful,
being accomplished by your subconscious mind.
wonderful nothingness
Even more when you're in hypnosis.
of hypnotic
When your
trance.
mind leaves everything behind except your certainty that that old habit just no longer serves you or fits you. You've outgrown it.
To melt
Your old pal Siggy
into the past.
is like that bad friend you used to have, who always got you in trouble, borrowed money that he didn't return, ruined your belongings and relationships, and then poof, gone, leaving you to clean up the mess. Just like
And
your
the new
old pal Siggy,
behaviors.
that fair weather friend, takes and takes and takes and takes, gives nothing back but promises,
Almost like
and then leaves you with health problems, ruined belongings, bad feelings from people who love you, bad feelings about yourself. So what is it, do you think, that has held
might
you
want
back
to
from
think.
tossing that nasty, disgusting,
Right
health-robbing
now, you
habit
take
into
a
the
nice,
gooeyest garbage
slow,
pile that you could find and never look back?
calming,
Are you afraid that you can't handle a
relaxing,
couple of minutes of wanting something
embedding.
you shouldn't ever have again? You know, cravings are gone in less than 60 seconds. Especially
be
if you
like
change your thoughts to anything else.
to
Anything
wake
else.
up
Feelings, cravings, wishings, wantings
thinking of the
don't
day.
last but a few seconds. Unless you forget
Coffee.
to change your mind and let those thoughts
breakfast,
linger over that
things
which
to be
should not
grateful
be,
for.
cannot be, and will not be. If you simply decide
How easy it is for the mind to go
and decide and decide,
to other things.
change the channel. Think about the reasons
Every
you know you need to
time
put
one
this
of
in the
those old
past.
thoughts
Like
threaten
food that's way past its expiration date. Yuck.
push its way into
You
your
dump it.
conscious awareness.
Breathe. Calm
You
yourself.
simply bring your fingers together as I've
Go
taught
into
you.
a few moments of hypnosis.
Into the Om sign,
Sip on something wonderfully refreshing.
the OK sign.
Water is the best, but whatever.
Let those
Suck on some
eyelids
hard
close
candy. Call a friend, take a quick
and
walk.
breathe your
Surf
way.
the net. Even
And
chew some
drop
nicotine
down.
replacement gum or suck on nicotine
Into
replacement
deep,
lozenge,
deep
or even buy a patch. All you need to do is get
as
to the
you
next
take
couple
that
of days
breath,
smoke-free as best you can,
those old thoughts
and it's done. That's
get
right.
lost in the clouds.
Don't you go to
of
the movies?
forgotten.
Out to dinner?
And the more you do this,
Get on a plane?
the
Sit in
easier
a
it will
meeting?
be.
Visit with people with
Brush
whom you
those
cannot
thoughts
smoke?
away. To breathe
You make
your
it
way
through, don't you? So what's the
Bring
difference?
yourself down. To
There's
calm,
no difference,
calm,
except
calm.
your mind is distracted from those old pesky thoughts. But you can distract yourself from those old
Blissful
pesky
nothingness.
thoughts, can't you? In fact, that's all you have to do. Just
So very peaceful. and
move
calm.
your thoughts somewhere else.
Isn't this what
something
you
else.
wanted? Really?
Let your mind go to other things. Fun things, healthy things,
Sooner or
accomplished goals, better breathing and better breath. being a good
your
model
mind
for
and
your
body
kids
will drop
and other people's kids.
so deeply down.
As long as you keep your mind from focusing on what it was
into
you wanted
peaceful,
so badly, those thoughts
calming,
and feelings
wonderful
will melt away
trance.
into anything else and be forgotten, like
And you will
yesterday's
know.
news. You can do that for 60
As
seconds,
sure as
can't
you
you?
are that the sun will rise tomorrow.
And then 60 seconds more. And then it becomes 5
that
minutes.
the work has been done.
Or maybe 15 minutes. Until those thoughts threaten
And you can rest
again.
easy now.
But you brush them away. Your mind goes to something else. You take a breath. You calm down. You think about your goals and your reasons.
Each and every time.
Maybe it'll be an hour and a half before your memories
take
even
a
flash back to
conscious,
you.
Slow,
But now you know what to
calming
do. Think
breath all the way
other.
into your belly.
Do other.
And hold.
It passes, I promise you. Before you know it,
And breathe it out.
a day has
out,
gone by.
Out, out.
And you're smoke-free.
Out, out, out.
And then a day and a half,
And away.
and you're smoke-free. And then 2 3/4 days, and you're a non-smoker, maybe a week.
It's like chasing away.
You find
a
yourself
raggedy
waking
old
up and
dog
thinking about coffee and all the things that you're
gets into
grateful
your
for,
garbage.
that you need to do that day.
You just breathe your way
The
through.
old habits disappear into the fog of forgetfulness. You
Let your
even
mind
forgot to
think
remember that old trigger or time or habit.
to the many other
Or
things
maybe you remembered to forget.
you have accomplished
Either way, it's perfectly perfect.
in this same way.
It's really easy to do when you know how.
By just
It's easy to do when you do not allow your mind to linger on
decided
that old habit, on those old thoughts.
very deeply and intensely
There are many, many things in every
that
life
it will be as it will be.
that we really, really want, simply can't have. So we change the
And
channel.
you find yourself
We change our thoughts.
reaching that
Dream your
goal.
dreams. Get up and move around. Straighten
Or
a
dream.
drawer. Get a haircut. Buy something
outcome.
fun and new that you can now afford.
Just as you visualize
And as we come to the end of this little hypnosis
or
session,
imagined,
I wonder just how my words will stay with you,
like waking up to a new day
reminding you of how many minutes
and
hours,
finding that one
days
thing,
you have already
one
succeeded
important thing
in making up your
has
mind.
shifted.
You have already begun your success. Notice how you feel as you emerge from hypnosis.
Don't forget to hit
Motivated,
like if you like this.
excited, determined.
Thank you for dropping
Take
by.
action now.
See you soon.
Now you know how. Do it. Keep that promise to yourself. But if you need more help,
Or just gone.
please book a free consultation with me. We'll lay out a plan that will take you from that nasty old habit
Like the
and
old
set you on a
cassette
path of
tapes.
health, happiness,
Or VCR
youthfulness, success,
that we used to erase.
emerging from hypnosis now
This is
as
how
I
you've
count from
done
0 to 5.
it.
Coming back with
brain.
all the determination and motivation that you need
You can even take a moment
to accomplish this pretty simple
to
goal
simply have the idea
if you know how.
that you're
And
running
now
the
you know
tapes
how.
of all of those
So goodbye
years
until
and
next time.
desires
This
and
is Susan
needs,
French,
all the
clinical
myths and the
hypnotherapist
illusions.
and smoking cessation specialist.
Run the tape backwards and erase all those old thoughts. Consciously and unconsciously achieving that goal. Almost like magic.